today. From TIAA Bank.
And the New York Jets have the football. Opening drive of the game. Here we go. Throwing on first down. Montgomery. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel.
Montgomery.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
New York.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. And it's operating from the gun. Montgomery eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
The quarterback on the screen.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. John Hightower, his first touchdown. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire one. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Looking to throw. Montgomery. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
22 yards there, a first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Keenan Allen. Let's get back to the action. This defense will need to string together a few stops here as they defend a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down. They'll run with Kelly. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Joshua Kelly. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down, Jets.
On first and 10, Montgomery. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And this is caught by Allen for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. Okay, now the field goal unit out on the field as they look to extend this third quarter lead.
A 48-yard attempt.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Check tight end. Check tight.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. On first down, Montgomery. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Montgomery escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards to pick up there.
To Deebo Samuel. A 7-yard pickup.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
At the Bills' 31-yard line.
And this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th. Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Melvin Ingram. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? And brought down, but not before he was able to... On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked.
Defense went 3-4. They got some... They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A slant to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Montgomery. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Montgomery.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Singletary to get the drive started, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Mark down back at his own 4-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on... Throwing on 1st down. Montgomery over the middle to Smith. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Montgomery.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down, Montgomery. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Montgomery's pass intended for...
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Montgomery. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Montgomery's pass intended for Julio.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So a couple of, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Jets, nothing. Tyler Bass set to kill.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. First down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And 8 yards.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The throw right sideline here is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the... They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
off the bootleg. Montgomery. And he fires one incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the gun, Montgomery. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now Dixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
He was brought down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Coleman on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Bills 15.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
36 yards.
From the gun, Montgomery. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run it with Dixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Montgomery. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Matt Milano.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Flush, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
4th down and
On 4th down, Montgomery. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for it.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
7 yards there and a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
first down.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Jets take over.
So the Jets now down by 8. And time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, Montgomery. He's going to let him. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen. And it's second down. Throwing again. Montgomery got his man complete over the middle. It's Dixon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings
from the gun on third down. Montgomery. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the